Hi Virgo, welcome to your weekly reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Inquiring for the week of August 19th through August 25th, 2016. Remember, this is a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, energies, messages resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. See how it feels for you. We're all children of God and we are all psychic. So see what messages feel right and bring you clarity. It could be one nugget that makes everything clear. It could come later. It could be the whole reading. How you ride these energetic waves is always up to you in the end. But try to use your logic and your intuition together so you can make sound decisions based in love for the highest and greatest good of everybody involved in the situation and so on. So we are all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you, which wave is for you, which wave is not for you, and how you're going to go with that wave. All right, and I encourage you, Virgo, if you have cards and you want to make this an interactive video, see what comes up for you, even if they're playing cards. See what extra signs or symbols or personal signs or symbols pop in yourself for you and bring you clarity. Virgo, you guys are first up again. I pulled almost the same order as I did last week, and I think this is really weird, actually. So I'm going to mention it to you without wasting a lot of time. I write names of all the signs in random order on cards, and then put them down, shuffle them around, write 1 through 12, flip them over, and see what I get. And it's almost the exact same order as last week. It's really weird. It's Virgo, and then Leo, and then Aries, and then Capricorn, and then I think Pisces, and then that's all I see right now, and then Aquarius. So I think that's pretty interesting. So I wanted to mention it to you, Virgo, since I'm going to try to get my flow better this week with us, and let's get right to the reading. That being said, so I'm going to begin with the let's start with the numerology cards for Virgo for August 19th through the 25th, 2016. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for Virgo this week to bring focus, clarity, and understanding to our week for the highest and greatest good of all. Let's see what we have, guys. I'm also a Virgo sun. One card for all of us for Virgo. Teaching and learning, Virgo. The teacher and the student and the teacher, the master and the novice. Number 57. So a 12, it's also a 3. So it brings you back to creativity. Is that right? Yes, I had to think about that for a minute. All right, so teaching and learning, and I see the ocean in this card. The ocean and creativity, perhaps around the sea. Salt water. I don't know why I wanted to say that with this. I think of the Caribbean. Perhaps you're teaching others to move like the ocean, to move with the flow, whatever that means to you, Virgo. Maybe you're learning to move with the flow, with spirit, with changes, with seasons, with growth. I want to say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, and also when the teacher is ready, the student will appear with this. All right, let's continue. I want to go to the past life oracle deck. Let's pull another card for Virgo for the week to bring clarity and understanding to our week. Orphan. So Virgo, feeling alone, being alone too much, never being alone. There's a hopelessness in this card. There's hurt in this card, and there's strength in this card. there's definitely something to learn in this card. We've all felt alone. We've all felt overwhelmed as well, you know. I feel like this is something that affects us deep inside, perhaps from our childhood. I want to say abandonment, being left alone, feeling lost, confused, not knowing where to turn. Sometimes we can feel like this as an adult. Personally, Virgos, I found that a lot of my spiritual awakening happened on my own, you know, after a lot of messed up things happened around me in my world. And I didn't understand a lot of what was happening to me. I had to learn it on my own, and I felt very much on my own. Sometimes we gain a lot of strength and a lot of growth, whether or not this happens to us from our own doing, our own mirror, our own actions, or circumstances around us that we can't control at all. But it brings us to a place that helps us learn what is good for us, who we are, perhaps why we are here. Sometimes this comes later. You know, we went along a different path and something happens and our path changes. Maybe there's people around us this week feeling orphaned, feeling abandoned, feeling alone that we can help. You can help. Let's continue, because I don't want to go too long on a sad card, because there's always two sides of that. There's a great strength that comes with that card. You know, you learn to, let's say, live on your own sometimes. If you're always guided by others all the time to tell you what to do, where to go, how to act, how to feel, what's good for you, you don't gain the awareness within yourself of your own path, your own truth, your own purpose. So sometimes we need to feel alone, but sometimes we also need to reach out and know that we're not actually alone. You know, there's always somebody else who's going through something too. It might not be your story or your situation, but it's their situation, it's their truth, it's their deep feeling. So let's get more clarity, Virgo. Two of air. So being unable or unwilling to make a decision. It's when you're just stuck. You know, you're butting heads with something, you're butting heads with a situation, with somebody else, with family, people at work, ideas, opinions, and it's, I want to say, like an ostrich a little bit, like you're sticking your head in the sand and pretending there's actually nothing wrong. So where do you feel weird? Where do you feel alone? And where are you ignoring this feeling? Where does it need to be recognized? Perhaps it's not you, Virgo. Perhaps you need to recognize somebody around you feeling a little bit alone, even if they're next to you, you know? Perhaps sometimes we're so stuck in our own drama, our own situation, our own growth, our own opportunities, that we forget about those around us. So when I say pretending there's no problem exists, what comes up for you? Where does it take you? Who comes up for you? I'm going to get more clarity on that card. It's a two of air, so it's also thinking too much, being in your head too much. Being so enmeshed in the situation that you're not finding a solution. You're not taking off your blinders to see a different way out. There's always another way out, Virgo. There's always another way to learn. There's always another way to teach. Perhaps you're having, I want to say, perhaps some of us are teachers, and you have some students that aren't seeing things your way, and you don't know how to connect with them. perhaps you need a different approach. Sit down on their level. See things your student's way. Perhaps you're the student and you don't see your teacher's perspective at all. You know, why you have so much work, why you have to do this particular project. When you see it a different way, Virgo, you see a better solution. Perhaps, you know, your superiors or your manager at your job, someone around you who has authority is telling you to do something and you just think there's a better way to do it. Perhaps there's just a different approach to show them there's a better way to do it. I hope that was helpful. It was sort of a side note, Virgo, that one. The Ace of Earth. So after you make a decision, change your approach. Find a different exit. Find a different doorway in. It'll help you. Grab this big coin, this big Ace of Earth, this big opportunity. It's a chance for you to grow big time, Virgo, with this card. It's the golden ticket card. It's inflow of abundance, all right? It's promising business ventures. Perhaps you're getting involved in a business with somebody, or people you work with are in a project with you, and you're just not seeing things the same way. Perhaps you have the same goals, you just have different ideas about how to get there. I would say open your mind, expand your mind, allow different means of opportunity to come in to your life. And perhaps, you know, inflow is, I feel like this is a back and forth. I feel like this is an even exchange of abundance. You're giving back just as much as you're giving here, Virgo. It's also important documents or contracts. It's a new start. So it's getting the ball rolling. It's having a new idea and seeing it in print, making notes, reading the fine print before you sign something. So it's that pre-time before everything starts rolling. So I want to say dig your feet into that feeling, into that experience. Don't jump ahead of yourself. Start by step 1, and then step 2, and then step 3. All right, I'm going to go to a different deck. I'm going to go to the Tarot Illuminati. And let's do another card for, I feel like, look at this. Look at this, Virgo. It's almost like the same girl. Same position. Maybe dreaming. Except here you're lost, and here you're free. Here you're moving in abundance and love and joy, and everything's in color. It's like your world came into Technicolor here, and you're seeing things clearly. Maybe there's others around you. You're helping put a little color in their world. All right, one more card, Virgo. I hear coloring books, adult coloring books, maybe meditation coloring books, patterns, paintings, perhaps making a painting and making fabric. This is a painting my sister did, and this is a painting I did, but she's taking paint, she's taken a picture of her paintings, uploaded the picture online, and made fabric from her paintings. Perhaps that's important for somebody. One more card for Virgo. The 10 of Wands. So the 10 is an ending and a beginning. It's transition. It's the in-between, feeling like the weight of the world was on your back and deciding to keep going, get to the top of the mountain, and use it as your strength, Virgo. Use everything you've gone through, all your lessons, all your skills, all your talents, all your ideas, all your inspiration, all your dreams, and keep going, Virgo. You're strong. You know, look at this always. Don't let it go now. You're almost there. You're trying to make it to the top here, you know, and sometimes this is heavy along the way. Sometimes things are heavy along our way. It's up to us to have the willpower to keep going, because it's another day and it gives you a new start. It brings you back to a new beginning, where you have bigger muscles, you're badass and you're ready to go with a new beginning. I hope this was helpful.